and welcome to Two Tired Teachers.
Today we want to talk about the Jack Sisemore RV Museum in Amarillo, Texas.
And the reason we are here is because in the very near future, we will be going to Elkhart, to the RV Museum there. And as I was planning that out, I did a Google search for RV Museum. Saw there was one in Amarillo, and we had a trip planned immediately to be here, so decided we'd go and check it out.
And the one in Amarillo, the admission is free.
And it's RVs and motorsports that They have some vintage items there. And you'll see that a number of these you can actually go inside of. Some of them have not been completely renovated or whatever, but you can still see the exterior and look around those. But I felt like one of the touches that was just amazing were how many vintage items they had to go with it.
The accessories, the chairs that you put outside.
The picnic baskets.
The stove, the
camp stoves, the thermoses.
That's a big one.
Ice chests. And then inside, things that they would have on the counters and things like that.
Coffee for a nickel.
But they had many of these, they have been restored, not necessarily renovated. So you have the shag carpet. You have the green appliances or things like that. And that was
it the 1955 Itasca where the toilet, the stove, and something else had never been used?
I don't know. I was doing a bunch of filming. Marlena was doing a bunch of reading, and we had a cousin that had met us there. So, but it was fascinating just to be able to walk among these, and they have the oldest Airstream. And
1933 or 5. I think.
They have several Airstreams there. They have a vintage Bambi. I know that Bambis are being made now, but they have a vintage one there. They have a number of different manufacturers. They have one that was called a tow-low. I've seen high-low, but I haven't seen a tow-low. They have older pop-up campers. They had different, and toys, vintage toys of these items as well.
One of the things that really impressed me in the museum, neither of us knew that Harley was used during the World Wars. They had one from 1918, which would have been during World War I, and it was a Harley motorcycle.
Yeah, vintage. And they had some Harley bicycles.
The one from the Second World War had a sidecar.
And so they had, it's one of those places, what I told the guy is, I know I could come back tomorrow and the next day and the next and see things that I didn't see as I went through this time.
Yes.
But they do have a number of motorcycles there as well. But it is open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 10 a.m. until, I believe it's 4 p.m.
3 or 4 maybe.
Check their website and make sure on that. I took a picture of the sign of the door, but right now off the top of my head I don't remember. But if you're going across Interstate 40 and going through Amarillo, go on an exit on 27 heading south, and I'll put the little map here to show you how far south it is. But it's
exit 112
off of 27, and then when you get to the location, you actually go through a fence. The gate. You're going through
flooring company.
You're not going through the fence. You're going through the gate in the fence. And you'll see it back there, and it was impressive. I really enjoyed it. And you tour both of these. The smaller section is more just motorcycles.
And a few cars.
And a few cars, yeah. Stock car kind of things. And then...
And a Corvette.
And a Corvette, yeah. Stock cars and Corvette. But then the larger one has the RVs, and then sort of in the back they have a bunch of muscle cars.
Yes.
And so it's an interesting collage, but it's worth spending a little time there. And,
Yes.
you know, if you enjoy that kind of thing, and I'm very happy we found out about it.
If you're of a certain age, the cousin we went with said, hey, do you remember those? You'll see some toys that possibly you had or played with.
Or one of the Cushman scooters he actually had.
Yes, for his newspaper route.
But anyway, it was a great way to spend the morning, and we thoroughly enjoyed our time there, and strongly encourage you to stop in and check it out if you're in the area. Thanks for watching Two Tired Teachers.